Relationships are one of life's greatest teachers. They can give us joy, meaning, and hope, but they can also bring heartbreak, betrayal, and pain. One of the hardest things a man can face is the suspicion, or the reality, that the woman he loves may have been with someone else. In those moments, our mind runs wild. What if it's true? How could she? What did I do wrong? But here's the problem. Those thoughts consume us, weaken us, and often make us act out of desperation, anger, or paranoia. And this is where Stoicism comes in. Stoicism is not about ignoring reality. It's about facing it with calm strength. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, lost children, faced wars, and endured betrayal from friends. Yet he wrote in his journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the essence of what we'll do today. Yes, we will talk about the 8 signs that may give away a woman who has slept with someone else, but that's not the real lesson. The real lesson is, how can you stay composed, wise, and strong in the face of such painful possibilities? Let's dive in. Sign 1, sudden emotional distance. A woman who has crossed a boundary may unconsciously create distance. She used to be warm, playful, affectionate. Now her tone is flat, her replies are cold, and her energy feels detached. This is often not intentional. Guilt creates a wall. She may fear you noticing the change. Stoic lesson. Marcus Aurelius faced betrayal even within his own family and Senate. His response? Not rage, but observation. He wrote, "When another blames you or hates you or people voice similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside, and see what sort of people they are. You will realize there is no need to be racked with anxiety. When someone grows cold toward you, instead of reacting with panic, step back. Look at the situation with calm eyes." Modern example. Maybe you text her and she takes hours to reply. She used to ask about your day. Now she doesn't. Instead of triple texting her or accusing her, write your emotions down. Recognize the difference between what is in your control, your patience, your actions, and what is not, her distance. Practical exercise. Tonight, if you sense distance from her, don't chase. Instead, journal, what do I feel? Is this within my control? How would a Stoic man respond? Do this 3 nights in a row. You'll notice your panic loses its power. Sign 2, unusual guilt or irritability. Sometimes guilt doesn't show as sadness. It shows as anger. A woman who has done something wrong may pick unnecessary fights, accuse you of things, or become defensive over small matters. Stoic lesson. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." When you see irritability, your mind may instantly scream, "She cheated." But hold on. Maybe it's guilt. Maybe it's stress. Maybe it's nothing. Why suffer in imagination before reality even arrives? Historical example. Cato the Younger, a Stoic senator in Rome, was often attacked by rivals who spread rumors about him. Instead of reacting emotionally, he remained silent and calm. Over time, truth always revealed itself. Modern application. If she suddenly snaps at you for no reason, breathe. Do not raise your voice, observe, let the storm pass. Remember, people reveal themselves over time. Practical exercise. Next time she gets irritated, count to 10 in silence before replying. Then ask yourself, am I reacting to her or am I controlling myself? Sign 3, a change in physical intimacy. This one cuts deep. She may avoid intimacy altogether, turning away when you touch her, or suddenly become overly affectionate, as if covering something up. Stoic lesson. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is a test of composure. You may feel rejected or suspicious, but you must not let your mind collapse. A Stoic does not beg for intimacy or become aggressive about it. He accepts reality as data, not destiny. Modern example. Imagine she suddenly avoids kissing you. Instead of panicking, you calmly note, something is different. You don't push, don't complain. You observe. Practical exercise. For 1 week, practice detached observation. Every time you feel rejected, write down what you noticed, not what you think it means. This strengthens emotional discipline. Sign 4. Secretive behavior. She guards her phone, hides her notifications, and suddenly values privacy in ways she didn't before. Stoic lesson. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." If someone is living without integrity, their actions will expose them. The Stoic response is not to chase secrets, but to focus on clarity. Historical reflection. Julius Caesar's wife Pompeia was accused of being unfaithful. Caesar divorced her, saying, "My wife ought not even to be under suspicion." That was harsh, but it shows the principle: suspicion itself is destructive. Modern example. You notice she flips her phone down when you enter the room. Don't play detective. Instead, build your independence, your fitness, work, brotherhood. If the truth is there, it will surface. Practical exercise. Instead of checking her phone, spend that same 20 minutes improving yourself. Replace suspicion with self-building. Sign 5. Shifts in energy after absences. She disappears for hours or days, then returns with a strange energy, either overly sweet or oddly detached. Stoic lesson. Seneca wrote, "He who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary." Why torture yourself over possibilities? Wait for reality. Modern example. She comes back from a girls' night out and acts differently. Instead of interrogating, you smile, observe, and stay calm. Over time, patterns speak louder than accusations. Practical exercise. Write this down and repeat daily. I will not suffer twice. Once in imagination, once in reality. Sign 6. Defensive behavior. When questioned, when you calmly ask about changes, she becomes overly defensive, even angry. Stoic lesson. Epictetus. When someone is properly grounded in life, they should not have to look outside themselves for approval. Her defensiveness may reveal guilt, but your worth is not dependent on her words. Modern example. You ask, "Why are you distant lately?" She snaps back with rage. Instead of shouting, you nod, let it pass, and record it in your mind. A Stoic doesn't fight in the mud. Practical exercise. Practice the one-question rule. Ask once calmly. If the answer is evasive or defensive, don't chase it. Step back. Sign 7. A shift in priorities. She stops making future plans, avoids commitment, and emotionally disconnects. Stoic lesson. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." Relationships shift. Some end. The Stoic accepts this without bitterness. Modern example. She no longer talks about traveling with you or starting projects together. Instead of clinging, you adapt. You say, "If this ends, I remain whole." Practical exercise. Every morning, practice negative visualization. Imagine life without her. It sounds harsh, but it strengthens your independence. If it happens, you're prepared. If it doesn't, you appreciate her more. Sign 8. Intuition confirms what you see. Deep down, you feel something is off. Intuition is powerful, but must be balanced with reason. Stoic lesson. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Sometimes people will say you're overthinking. Sometimes they'll say you're paranoid. But your gut may be pointing to the truth. The Stoic approach: test intuition with patience, not paranoia. Practical exercise. When intuition hits, ask yourself, what facts support this feeling? Am I acting with reason or fear? What would a Stoic do right now? Final reflection. Long closing. Brothers, let me leave you with this. The 8 signs we discussed are not a weapon for paranoia. They are tools for awareness. Whether a woman betrays you or not, the real question is, will you betray yourself? Will you betray your principles by losing control? By begging, by shouting, by becoming desperate? Or will you stand firm like Marcus Aurelius, who faced betrayal but never abandoned virtue? Life is not about controlling others. It is about governing yourself. Betrayal may break your heart, but only you can allow it to break your spirit. So remember, observe, don't panic. Act with dignity, not desperation. And above all, remain a man of virtue, because virtue can never be taken from you. That is Stoicism. That is strength. That is freedom. Outro. If this video gave you value, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom and psychology insights. Share this with a brother who needs it, and always remember, be stoic, be strong, be free.